What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, thank you for joining me. So today we are going to be watching the Poughkeepsie tapes. I have heard so much about this film, only good things, but I'm really interested to see if it's exactly as scary as people make it out to be. I don't know. Sometimes, like, my level of scary is very different from other people's level of scary. Like, I feel like because of the fact that I grew up on horror, I'm a bit desensitized by certain things. So, like, I think the last time that I really got scared by a movie was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that was the 1974 version, of course. Obviously, once Hollywood touches it, it loses that flair, it loses that raw grittiness. Don't get me wrong, I love the 2003 version with Jessica Biel, but the 1974 version, for some odd reason, it did a little bit more for me than the 2003 reboot. But that was really the last time that I really got like truly scared. Actually, you know what? No, there was another movie that I saw. It was called Ringmaster. I was actually going to do a reaction to it here on this channel, but stuff happened and I never really got a chance to do the reaction. But I did see the movie and it was really good. And that movie actually did kind of terrify me a bit. And I'm one who's seen, like, I've seen Terrifier 1 and 2. Both of them were scary, but they weren't really like, they didn't really like hit like it didn't hit like I wanted it to hit, you know. And I know for some people that's going to be like very crazy just because of the fact of like how gory and how like very violent Terrifier 1 and 2 was, but I don't know, they just didn't really hit. But for some odd reason, this one, everybody keeps saying that this is like truly scary, truly terrifying. So I'm interested in seeing exactly like how scary this is going to be, and hopefully this one does it for me, but we'll see. But anyway, let's get into it. Here is the Poughkeepsie tapes. Okay, we're starting off with a little time lapse. Oh God, who died?
Look at her smiles.
He leads me beside stillers my
Who's this supposed to
soul.
be?
The story of Cheryl Dempsey and what she became is truly one of the strangest, most disturbing things I've ever come across in the history of serial murder.
I like how this is shot already because it almost feels very documentary style. And I do believe this is like slightly found footage, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I think this is the killer that we're seeing here. I'm sorry, did he exhume the body from the grave? Is that how we're starting this off?
I had a tenant in this house here who was a very terrible person. This is the house where they found the Poughkeepsie tapes.
It was my job to watch and log all 2,400 hours of the Poughkeepsie tapes. In the first month
there'd be
alone,
no
I
way
couldn't
I
sleep
would
for
be
more
able
than
to
an
do
hour or
that.
two at night. I still have nightmares about them.
That would be the last
I
job that
think
I would
these
ever
tapes
want.
are something of a homemade porn film, or a memento that he can save for long after the murder. He has definitely stalled halfway through many a killing to switch tapes.
I remember one night I brought some of the tapes home.
I wonder if they're
before
gonna actually like show like
And
who
unbeknownst
the
to
serial
me,
killer is.
my wife watched about half an hour of one of the tapes, and
What?
it took her a year before she let me touch her again.
Oh my God.
They found the tapes in this closet.
Okay, so hopefully they don't
And down
show
here.
those tapes. That I don't want to see.
When we searched the yard, we found the bodies of 2 women. We found a deep hole here where there was buried a young couple and their 10-month-old baby. There was a body of a man there, and 4 more women there, there,
Oh
and there.
my
And it was
God.
obvious that they'd all been killed in a horrific manner.
So they pretty much his backyard was his
Beside me
own
here
like
is
little
one complete set
personal
of the tapes,
graveyard.
and just from about here to
Oh
here
my God.
are all about Cheryl Dempsey.
At any given time, there are somewhere between 25 and 50 active serial killers in America alone. It is really a much bigger problem than
That's
most people
actually quite
realize.
disturbing to even
There
think
are
about.
probably hours and hours of these tapes that nobody's watched except me. For example, there's over 100 hours of weird balloon stuff on these tapes.
Oh God. Okay, so it looks like they are gonna actually show some of the videos.
No, pop it.
What?
Pop it!
You gotta pop that balloon, girl.
If I've learned one thing,
I wonder
from
how many
teaching
parts
these
there are
classes,
to
it's
this.
After what we're gonna see here today, 3 of you will go home tonight and decide that this is not what you want with your life. You know,
That
there
would be
are
me.
some terrible people
I'm
in this world
that
who
person.
do unbelievably terrible things. So it's important that each of you ask yourself, do I really want to surround myself with these terrible things for the
No,
rest of my professional
I really
life?
don't. No, I'm good on that.
I would guess something happened in his life at that time and went out in his car and at some point said, "The next vulnerable person I see is dead."
There must have been something like way more traumatic than that, or pivotal in his life for him to have made this decision. The little girl. Oh my God. I don't want to see no tapes with children. I don't want to see any tapes with children. And where are her parents? I can't.
I like your dolls. I said I
can
like
tell
your
she's-
dolls.
She's a bit nervous.
What's that one's name?
Susie, I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Exactly. Stranger danger. Go in the house.
Well, you're not supposed to have bad
Scream.
manners either. You want to say something to the camera?
Like what?
Maybe you could say I am a happy, pretty little girl.
Screw
No.
you. Exactly.
Well, you want to see what it looks like through the camera?
No. Exactly. He's gonna grab her. And that wasn't even like a split second. He was out there talking to her for like a good minute or two. So her parents, I'm sorry, where were her parents? There'd be no way in the world that I would ever leave my child outside by themselves. Ever. I will be watching them like a hawk in the sky.
I think something bad has happened to my daughter. I think somebody took her.
Like who?
I don't know who. Out of the yard. There's blood out there.
Of course you
Do
wouldn't
something.
know.
Do something.
Where were you? You were inside the house.
No, there is blood. There is blood out there. Send the police now.
This is nothing. He doesn't even know what he's doing yet.
Yeah, see, no, I couldn't do this job. I couldn't have this job at all. I can tell you right now, I would have a mental breakdown every single day.
car problem? Yeah. Could I get a lift into the next town?
Forget him. No, you can't get a lift. Absolutely not. And I'm pretty sure that was a different time. So picking up a hitchhiker was like
Do you mind if I
probably
film
nothing.
this? I'm
But in
making a little
2024,
movie about my trip.
I'm sorry, but you're gonna be stranded.
out.
Messing with me? Absolutely not. I don't care if it's 200 degrees out and you are dying of dehydration. I'm not picking you up.
If you take this exit up here, you can drop me off at the little gas station.
Okay.
It's to the right here, just a couple miles off.
There is no gas station over here. Come on now, y'all. Use your brain.
Where are you from?
Hell.
I think the gas station's right around the bend.
Okay, at some point. See what I mean? At a certain point, I would have been like, you know what, this is as far as we're going. Get out. Oh my God, and you could just see the terror in her eyes.
This homicide announces a completely new kind of killer. Here is a man who's figured out he's good at something.
This man is what we call a mixed killer. He plots and hides his crimes in an organized manner, but he mutilates and does, let's say, similar things with the bodies that a disorganized killer would do.
In the trap movie reaction that I just did, the type of killers that plan and strategize, those are the ones that I don't ever want to come across. I mean, I don't ever want to come across any sort of killer, but especially that one that is like smart and like thinks ahead. No. Really? Like he takes like joy and pleasure. I mean, obvious. I would be her. And him. I mean, I think anybody who would be able to like watch those tapes and not have any sort of like reaction to it,
Yeah.
I would be concerned about. I mean, granted,
Today, the search
this
for a
guy
missing
here
Poughkeepsie
has probably
couple ends
seen
tragically. This
so
when
much
human
that
remains are
it
found
probably
buried
doesn't
in a
faze him
wooded
anymore.
area
It's
of
probably
rural
been like
Pennsylvania.
They
desensitized
brought a
by it,
woman's
but
body in that was very badly mutilated. The corpse had a head placed in its abdomen in a kind of strange ceremonial fashion.
It took some doing, but we did manage to get our first video image of the killer in this manner.
oh. And of course, he's covering his face because he already knew that there'd be cameras somewhere. Really?
Not only does he know how to dispose of bodies, he knows how to dispose of bodies in many different ways.
Elizabeth Jackson was abducted in Hanson County, which is about
So this has got to
100
be a
miles
guy
from the
who's
location
either
we later
like
found the
studied
tapes.
like how to do
The
this,
killer then took a
like
circular
research
saw,
how to
cut
do
off her
this, or
hidden
like somebody
hands.
who's like worked
He then dumped her torso in Putnam
with,
County
you know, like bodies
and her
before.
head and hands in Broome County.
Only
When someone's
speculating.
disposed
And of course, she's walking off by herself.
What do you mean? Like feelings like something's gonna happen.
God, that is so weird. This is actually like one of the reasons not to assume that anybody's watching me. But this is like one of the reasons why I keep my blinds closed, especially at night, because like I don't know who's watching or who's not watching. Like, no, I don't know. It's just that is very scary. This is him breaking into the home. What is he doing? At first I thought he was going to like look for a knife or something. Oh no, he is. I always say this, but like I feel like I would know if there was a presence of someone else in my home. Like I just, at least I feel like I would. Of course, he's a sick pervert.
Hello? Tim!
Would Tim just not say anything?
Hello? Hello? Is that you?
You ever got something to eat?
You got my towel?
Maybe still there.
Oh no, he's setting up the camera so that he can watch it later on. Do you not feel that? Look.
Shouldn't jump out at somebody like that.
Somebody is about to jump out of the
Why did
closet.
you move my clothes?
Is he wearing a mask? And I just thought about this. I mean, he could have easily just covered it up, but like, how did they not notice a camera pointing right at them? Is she feeling something?
Cool. I get a little scared here by
There
myself.
is no way that somebody could ever get that close to me and I not know it. This has got to be a joke. They can't be this oblivious to what's going on. And does he not hear the footsteps coming up behind him? I know he sees the reflection. Okay, I know she heard that. Okay, she did. It's too late for her. Yeah, she's dead. Yeah, she's dead. Yeah, she's dead.
She asked me, do you ever feel like someone's watching you? I said, not really.
She should have followed her intuition.
I said, you know, you're probably just being paranoid. She said, yeah, maybe.
Don't listen to her.
You know, hindsight's 20/20.
Well, it's too late now.
What's happening?
my God, please, oh my God, oh my
I know
God,
you
oh
were.
my God, please, please don't, please do not do what I think you are about to do.
What is your name? What is your name?
Cheryl.
My name is whatever you want it to be.
Your name is Slade!
I don't want to watch this, but it's like, it's hard to like look away. I just like at a certain point though, if he does what I think he's gonna do, I am gonna have to like look away because I'm not to allow my eyes to take hold of that.
Because of the gruesome condition of Tim's body, his head had been crushed in, kind of like this. He had been cut from his anus up to his throat, and his intestines had been pulled out and strewn around like they were Christmas tree lights. His genitals had been removed.
This should have been
replaced
named
in
In
a
a
sock
Violent
drawer.
Nature.
The truth we later learned from the Poughkeepsie tapes was that this killer had carefully crafted the murder site to mislead us. And it worked. Funny thing is, to be able to murder
Again,
and
a
mutilate
very
a
smart
body in
killer.
such a way and to maintain
That's
composure
really not a good
while
thing.
doing so, coupled with his bizarre sense of theatricality, you know, the masks and costumes and whatnot.
Yeah,
shows
clearly
that
he
this
thinks
man
he's in
is
character.
extremely-
Why are you crying?
I don't know. Maybe because I'm tied up. Maybe because I've been
I
kidnapped.
killed your mom.
Maybe because I witnessed
I killed your
someone
mom.
who I love die. Yeah, he seriously thinks that he's playing some sort of character on stage.
Say it!
I can't say it with my head underwater.
You killed my parents. You don't have parents.
But then why'd you tell me to say it then? Honestly, I would be doing... I would be saying anything that he wanted me to say. I would be agreeing to anything he wanted me to agree to if it meant any possibility, any chance of me surviving and getting out of this alive.
People have come from as far away as Lancaster County to search the wooded area around the Dempsey residence. This in hopes of
What
finding
did I get
any
myself
clues
into
in
with
the
watching
disappearance
this?
of their daughter Cheryl.
Please let me
You've got
know.
the nerve, the absolute unmitigated gall and gumption.
Wait. Oh my God.
That's him. Yes. Say
Oh
something.
my God. I play that moment in my head over and over again. I knew it was him, and I didn't stop him because I was scared.
I would have been screaming, hollering, shouting. I would have jumped right on him and been pounding on him. There'd be absolutely no way that I'd have him that close and then let him get away. Nope.
If I take the gag off, will you do something for me?
No, because I don't like the sound of that. Oh, for a second, I thought that was like someone's face that he had skinned off of them or taken off of them and like scalped them. I didn't know what that was. I'm glad it was just a mask, but still.
Police are warning local prostitutes to stay off the streets.
Oh, it's going after prostitutes now.
What you doing out here?
You're the master of this.
I don't want to see this.
You're the master of
This ain't right.
Wait, is she having to like witness
And around the same
someone
time, I started
die?
getting word from the prostitutes that work that area. The girls are getting arrested, never being heard from again.
No. No, he won't like it.
You better listen to her.
Won't like it.
God. Oh my God. Wait, is he gonna make her do it? Honestly,
Victims' bodies
honestly,
have been
I would have
mutilated
taken that knife and
in
I
part
would
to
have at
cover
that
up the
point tried to
white
kill
marks on
him.
the ear.
It would have been kill
And
him, try to
they
kill
had
him,
been raped
or die trying.
post-mortem.
Because I couldn't
Sperm
allow
on
myself
4
to
of the
stay
bodies.
in that environment
Years ago,
for too much
there was a
longer.
great...
How much more of this do we have?
Hi, we're selling cookies. Would you like to buy some?
Go to the next house.
Sure. Why don't you come in?
No.
We're not really supposed to.
See, they already know.
Well, that's
yes,
smart.
no.
You know, there's a lot of weirdos out there, but I'm a
Like you.
policeman.
Again, I ask, where are the parents? Parent, guardian, aunt, uncle, somebody. Like, who was out
Sure.
here watching them?
Thank you.
There's something in there, I'm almost certain. She's not drinking it. She's smart.
Did you ride your bikes here today?
I would have loved
I
it
live
though
over on
if they would
DuPont.
have not gone inside the
Oh,
house.
so you live in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't. I live over by Central.
Well, before you leave, do you tell your parents where you go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Tell them. Yes.
What's that?
They.
I thought I heard something.
Oh, well, I left the TV on in the basement.
They can tell that something is not right.
You know, it sounds like I'm not going to be able to get cookies today.
It doesn't matter what age you are, as young as they are or older, it doesn't matter. We all have that thing that tells us when something is off.
Do you want to see the raccoon I got?
Never ignore it.
Then we had a breakthrough. We found an unwashed glass of water.
I'm just glad that the two girls got out.
And DNA from the soil.
We ran the prints we found in the glass of water. They matched my partner, Jim Foley.
We searched his car and his house and found jewelry and bloodstains that matched the victims. At that point, we knew we had our
Oh,
man.
right, exactly. You got him at that point. Come on now, really? He looks crazy. Look at him. That also made sense why,
Secondly, he had a
when they
history
were
of
talking
getting
about the prostitutes, why they said that they
Apparently,
were being
Mr. Foley was
arrested.
Cindy Jackson took the stand and placed him in the neighborhood at the time of 3 of the abductions.
His defense, my hands
We
were
got
pretty
him.
tied because he kept
Like
refusing
at
to
this
plead
point,
back in
all
any
the
case.
evidence shows that it's him.
I kept
Who
telling
cares
him,
about
Jim, they're gonna kill you if
motive
you don't cop a plea.
and all of this? We know.
Kept telling
we
me
got him. So let's
fire
just
me.
go
defend
ahead.
himself if I didn't shut up
Put him
about it.
away.
Now it's over and he needs to be punished.
Absolutely. What is that? Is that the lady with the mask on?
James Foley will be executed within the hour.
Good. But in all honesty, he needs way worse than the death penalty. Death is far too kind for him in what he did to all of his victims.
He's afforded the opportunity for prayer.
You don't get an opportunity for prayer. You don't need prayer.
We have now completed the first phase of the execution.
If anything, they shouldn't have given him a lethal dose.
The third and final
They
phase
should
of
have
the execution.
electrocuted him. As far as I'm concerned, he got out easy.
When I got home, I found a map in my mailbox. There was a mark on it that said, missed one.
Oh, because
And
we
then my
still don't
phone
know
rang.
what happened.
They said, you gotta get down there and see this. I knew right away.
Wait, is this the body of the girl with the mask, or did she already die? I'm sorry. I'm so focused on
James Foley will
other
be put
stuff.
to death within the hour.
3 days after my dad's execution, they realized that he had been innocent.
What?
They were gonna put out a thing in the paper the next day, and then 9/11 happened. Former cop cleared of charges after execution.
Any other week in American history, and this would have been a serious national sensation.
There's no way
Serial
that he
killer
was
kills
innocent. I'm
cop
sorry.
using justice system.
His face does not
Come
scream
on. But then
normal
September 11th
human being.
happened.
His face
and
screams
no one
killer.
Gave a shit. Nobody even heard about it.
His
See,
face is saying melatonin.
When people read there's a serial killer in town, their guards go up. So he created this Water Street Butcher persona to assuage people's fears about this unknown killer so that he could continue to prey on everyone else.
Hi. Hi, you having some car trouble?
Oh, yeah. My car just died. I don't know what's
So
wrong
then
with
he's
it.
basically
you need me
still
to
on
call
the
you a tow
loose
truck?
end.
Hey, look, there's a gas station a mile down where you'll be safe. Let me drop you there, then you won't have to wait out
One of
here
his
long.
old tricks.
Would you mind jumping into the bag?
Yes, I mind. Because I already know in the back of a cop car I'm not going to be able to get out. Somebody has to let me out.
I think that was the exit to the gas station.
Yeah, it was.
Can I ask you something? Why did you call me officer?
Sorry, what do you mean?
Well, before you got into the car, you called me officer.
The police liked it when you called them
Well, they do, but
They.
I'm not.
So
a
he's
cop.
not an officer.
that. You're not.
So he is riding around in a cop car
That's not very
pretending to be an officer.
Well, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, he's not trying to be. I need you to wake up and sense that you're in danger, that you're already in danger. Yeah, I think it's starting to click.
So I don't understand. What are you then?
I'm a butcher. You shouldn't get into strangers' cars.
No, you shouldn't have. Somebody should have taught you that. But, of course, she thought that it was an officer.
Didn't you learn about assumptions?
Where are you going?
He's taking you to the kill dungeon.
Please don't do this. Sir.
Don't try to plead with a serial killer. It's not going to work. He's already made up in his psychopathic mind.
Well, how about
that he's
this?
gonna
I'll
end
make
your
you a deal. We'll pull over, and I'm gonna rape you.
Oh my God, I'm genuinely terrified for her.
To be perfectly honest, I don't think either of us are gonna want you alive for the things I'm going to do to you.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why did I watch this? Oh, I'm seriously. Oh my God. Yo, I'm sorry. I can't. There's no way I can. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. What is that? Is he really trying to put on a whole entire performance? What? I would have just wished for like instant death, like slit my throat, because this right here is torture. Oh God, what is he? Oh my God.
This killer knows how to play the profile.
Yo, what the
exactly the way he wants. Suspect is a white male aged 18 to 25.
I wish I could
White
pull the
male
plug on
aged
this right
25
now,
to
but I'm
35.
already, like,
male aged 25 to 30. Disorganized,
14
highly
minutes away
organized,
from
serial
the
killer.
end.
Most likely his
Like,
first time
please,
killing. First killing,
please.
definitely not his first killing.
If he's anything like the killer Josh Hartnett played in Trap, then I can assure you, he's already thought about this.
People ask me how we found him,
Also,
and
they
I
did.
say, first, we didn't find him, just his house. And second, we didn't find it, he gave it to us.
Get a medic in here now.
At least somebody survived. But the trauma that she's gonna have to live with,
I have never seen a human being.
I'm sorry, not to
born
be
and
bogus
raised
or
in the
shady,
United
but
States.
he looks dead. See what I mean?
While
As far
she
as
was
I'm
in the
concerned, I would
hospital,
have just
a lot of her
wanted
injuries
death
seemed to get
at that
worse
point.
instead of better.
Because there's no
and we
way
couldn't
that I'm
figure it
gonna live
out.
with this for the rest of my life.
Then
Yeah, she's a shell of who she used to be.
What do you want me to say?
She can't even think for herself anymore because she's still in this sort of like slave mentality. Yeah, see, she doesn't even, she can't think for herself. She doesn't know what to say because she's, after that traumatic experience, she only knows what someone told her to say.
You can say
Oh
anything you want.
my God. She has no hand. He ruined her physically, mentally, emotionally, every possible way that you could think of. Yeah, I kind of figured that would happen, sadly.
The recently buried body of Cheryl Dempsey was stolen from her grave cemetery.
Also, that was the body
only
that
thing left
was
behind a
being
broken
pulled out
casket, as you
at,
can see, a
like,
real
towards
mess.
the beginning.
Police are now investigating a possible link between this demented crime and a serial killer who has been tormenting the East Coast, known as the Water Street Butcher.
If this documentary thing you're making ever gets to the theaters, he won't be able to help himself. He'll see this movie as many times as he can. He'll be there.
I mean, that is just evil incarnate. And look at her. That face is far different from the face that we just saw. All right, everybody. So that was the Poughkeepsie tapes. When I tell you that was disturbing, at a certain point, it kind of crossed the line to where honestly, I almost couldn't really take it. I was about to like pull the plug on it and just be like done with it, seriously. And again, I've grown up on horror my entire life, but this was like a whole other level. Literally, once I am done editing this video and I post it on YouTube, I'm done. I will not be revisiting this at all. This was something completely different than what I expected it to be. I completely misjudged it. But anyway, you all let me know what you thought in the comments below, and until then, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any time that I post a video, and I will see you all next time.